Hi, Antonia Shomes here, Director with 31. I just wanted to first say congratulations on becoming a 31 consultant. Welcome to the team. I just wanted to give you a video really quickly about the websites, because when you become a 31 consultant, you get two websites. One is your login site, which is with your user ID and password, and that's called it's www.31today, all one word.com. And from there, you'll be able to log in, and that's where you'll be able to access your virtual office, where you'll be able to enter orders, create parties, and get all the information that you'll need when you're first starting your new business. So checklists, videos, downloads, graphics, all types of stuff you can find on there. And there's just so much information. They're constantly providing us, 31 is constantly providing us information so we can continually learn. With direct sales, you have to keep learning and learning and learning. That way you can become more successful. So what I'm going to do really quickly is I'm going to share my screen. That way you could look at what I'm doing at the same time. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to log on to my website. So I save it under my favorites. That way it's easy to access. So it's www.31today.com. So over here, you're going to put in your user ID that you were given when you first enrolled. And then you're going to put in your password. If you forgot your password, there's a button right here that says forget password. It'll put you through a couple of the steps in order for you to remember your password. If for some reason you have any kind of issues, you can always call 31 Consultant Support. So just so you know, the phone number for consultant, I'm going to actually click sign in, that way it takes a while. So the phone number for home office for consultant support is 614-414-4438, and you can call them at any time. They have business hours, normal like kind of 9 to 5 business hours. So you can actually call them at any time if you have any kind of issues with logging in or your website. So a few things. So when you first log in, you're going to have this welcome. Here it says welcome Antonia, and this is actually going to just be your beginning page right here. You'll scroll down, it'll say your personal volume, it'll say how many parties you've entered. You know, everything right now is 0 because it's the first of the month. Everybody starts at 0. So this is what it's going to look like. Down here, there's going to be trackers. I have an LIT tracker because as a director of 31, I have the opportunity to win the Leadership Incentive Trip, which is a big cruise. Anybody can earn this. You do not have to be a leader in order to earn this. But the tracker is something that leaders have. When you're a new consultant, you're going to actually have a Start Soul tracker. So I actually don't have that because I've been a consultant now for over 2 years. If you scroll down, you'll see marketing material, and right here you'll see the February specials and the March specials. So you can go ahead and you could download those, save them to your computer. Never share next month's specials until maybe mid-month. So maybe around February 15th, I would suggest you can start sharing the March specials. You never want to spoil your current month with next month's specials. You want everyone to be actively shopping within the month. So right here, you're going to see this is you'll see over here, it says a couple things about some new updates. Inspire with Kate. If you click on there is videos from home office from Kate. She basically will give us, all the new announcements from home office. Those videos are fantastic, and if you have some time, I would definitely click on them. Leadership Live. This is actually, as a director, I get the honor of joining home office every Tuesday, and we actually get one-on-one with home office. So sometimes Cindy Monroe pops in. It's pretty great. So it's for leaders only, but it's something to aspire to. It's so amazing. So over here, this is Inspire with Kate. You'll see, if you click over here, you'll see all the videos from previous episodes. So right now, Inspire with Kate, February episode 1 is right here. So I would definitely click on this and watch this video. I'll also share it on the team page as well. So now whenever you want to go back home, there's no home button. You just click 31 today and it'll bring you back home. So a bunch of things that you can start with. First, there's 3 buttons up here. You'll see Scoop. Scoop is just a section where you can actually, it's a bunch of shortcuts. My computer's actually a little slow right now. But Scoop, you'll see it's a bunch of different sections. There's Better Together meetings, K groups, calendars, announcements. 411 is basically what's happening this week in the world of 31. Marketing material. It's just shortcuts. You know, you can get there with just 1 or 2 clicks. Better Together meetings. I think they expired yesterday. January 31st, 2017 was the last day you could register. But if you still want to attend a Better Together meeting, you can actually just click on it and scroll, search for a Better Together meeting that's actually close to you. And you can enter in by zip code. So what we'll do now is we'll just scroll up, and my computer is actually very, very, very slow, so bear with me. The Learn section over here is where you can, 31 provides you with so much information. So here there's going to be tips on booking, tips on partying, tips on sharing. 31, you know, in case there's somebody that you know that might want to join the journey with you and own their own business, and you should never assume that nobody wants to join 31. You should always be sharing it. So here's tips on sharing it, how-to guides, and 31-minute calls. 31-minute calls are calls with upline leaders, successful upline leaders within the company. And there's just different topics every week. So if you click on them, you can browse and see if there's a topic that you like. Support is just another section where you can get updates on business supplies, updates, career path, subscriptions, virtual office, and everything. You'll see over here is the button for your virtual office. So we'll look at that at a different time. This is where you can actually go in and change the name of your website. So it's your name instead of your user ID. I have another video on how to change your website names on YouTube. So if you just check out my channel, you can see it there. So as a new consultant, what are you going to do? You're going to go on the top right and you're going to click for new consultants. This is a tab that is just for you. You'll see that there's a tab right here for me, because that's Director 31. We have a different information that's provided to us. So right here, new consultants. You click here and you can just scroll down, and there's tons of information here. So there's welcome videos. There's a video about the enrollment kit, the $99 enrollment kit, the original kit that we have. There's also a video on the mini enrollment kit that explains all the stuff that's in your pink box. Other things on here, and this is the best way to start, just start one by one. Attend a new consultant webinar. If you click on here, every Tuesday of the month at 1 p.m. and 9 p.m., 31 holds these new consultant webinars. It's basically you just click a webinar and you just listen to it or you watch the video. It's probably less than an hour. It's probably maybe 30 minutes. It's pretty short. But this is a great way to just start. You can actually ask questions at the end of the webinar. It's live with home office. And you don't have to say your name if you don't feel comfortable. You can always just say your director's name. But it's great to get onto one of those. So that is something that you should do immediately to get yourself familiar with 31. Another thing over here is the Who Do You Know list. If you click here, you'll click the Who Do You Know list, and it's something that you can actually download. And it's one of the things that every director, every leader is going to suggest that you do immediately. You can print this out. You can save this to your computer, email it to yourself. This is basically the fastest way for you to get a list of 62 people that you can tell about your new business. So we use the Frank's method, but you can mix it up a little bit. There's examples like friends, relatives, associates, neighbors, kid connections, spouse connections, anybody you can really think of coworkers, Facebook friends, college friends. And over here is just a quick way for you to list out name. You don't have to have their phone number, but it's just a quick way of people that you can actually share 31 with, you know. So if you just scroll a little bit down here, other things. So here, number 3 is Startswell. This explains the whole entire Startswell program, which is your first 120 days. There's 4 levels, and it's every 30 days. So every 30 days, when you put in $600 in sales, you have the opportunity, 1, to get your website for free. So that's free for $14.95 for your website. And you'll get that free every month for your first 4 months when you submit 600 in sales each within the 30 days. You also have the opportunity to earn kits. So what you can do is you click here, you can actually click even further, and you can get one of the flyers. So when you join 31, everyone will say your Startswell level 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it goes by 30 days. So whenever you started, if you started on the 1st, it's probably going to go to the 30th. But the days get a little confusing. So if you have any questions with that, just let me know. So when you click on Startswell, you'll see that there's a bunch of flyers. We have a bunch of graphics and images of the kits. And if you scroll a little bit further, Cindy Monroe, our CEO and founder of 31, actually has some videos of all the kits that you can earn for free. So when you submit $600 in sales, you have the option of purchasing any of these kits. And you could do that up to 4 times for your first 4 months of your Startswell. So you can see all the kits here. And there's flyers too if you wanted to share it with somebody. If there's somebody that you're thinking might want to join 31, you can actually share, you can download the flyers, the PDF files, and you can share it with them as well. So to get back out of this, you can either back up or you can hit New Consultant. So I'm just going to actually click New Consultant so I can go back to the main page. So let's scroll down a little bit more. So what's great about this is that you can access any of this at any time. So number 4, let's go to number 4, Vistaprint. So 31 is partnered up with Vistaprint. If you want to print business cards, flyers, or anything like that of your own using the 31 logo, you can go actually in there. We also have there's an app called redstamp.com. You can get to it from your computer, or you can download the app onto your phone or iPad. And if you log on, all you need is an email. It's for free. Once you log in, you can go to collections, and there's actually already pre-made invites, graphics that you can use on there, and they're edible, and you can download them digitally. So you can use that as well. Here is getting to know your virtual office. It'll give you some demos and stuff like that. So, and then over here, you'll see it goes back to learn more and stuff like that. So let's click on New Consultant Resources. So what's great is that whenever you have time, whatever flexible for your schedule, you can go on, log on here. So you'll see New Consultant Resources. You'll see it's got the phone number. I gave you the consultant the support number, but here it's the same thing. It's, I think I gave you a different number because that's the one that I have saved, but it's 1-866-GIFTS31. Save it on your phone. That way you have it at all times. If you can't get a hold of your upline or a fellow teammate, there's questions. You can just ask them any questions. So when you have some time and you're a new consultant and you want to learn a little bit. So over here, if you click learn, there's all these sections over here that I mentioned before about book, party, and share. So if you wanted to learn how to get started on booking parties or sharing the 31 opportunity, it's going to show you here. So let's just click on party really quick. Bookings, it's going to go through, when you click on bookings, it's going to bring you to the who do you know list, and that's how you're going to get started. So let's go to parties. 31 has a bunch of ways to party. There's home parties, which is honestly the most effective way to party is a home party. You'll have the highest PV, you'll have the highest sales, you'll have the most fun at a home party. Then we also encourage you to try online parties. If you're not comfortable with Facebook, don't worry. We have scripts, we have graphics, everybody shares. So I'll be able to actually share, I'm going to share a spring script that I'm working on and some graphics so that you can actually use for your online party. And then there's the traditional catalog party. When I say catalog party, it also could be a fundraiser. You can do fundraisers. This is your business, so you have the opportunity to do what you like with it. We obviously do have rules. You should, you know, I usually will email everybody the consultant guideline book. They actually just update it, so it's a good idea to actually download it again. But if you'll scroll down here, this gives you an example. This is the WOW. This is the traditional format that we use for our home parties. There's welcome, offer, solutions, and wrap-up. So there's so many guides on here. There's face-to-face parties, online parties. Now, like if you click right here, if you click on online party, I think 31 actually has an online script for spring that you can actually use. Face-to-face parties, they're going to give you tips on what to do when you're having a home party. See, there's videos on here. There's so many things. So here is a 31 leader that's going to give you some online tips and stuff. They tell you what to do before the party, during the party, and after the party. So this is just a great, 31 has given us so much information that you can actually just do some training on your own. So this is just a great place to start. And it's easy to just get familiar with all of this if you just log in and start, you know, start browsing and everything. So I'm just going to click on announcements because I think one of the announcements that came out this week is that there was a new consultant guideline book. We have a lot of rules and policies when it comes to 31. You can't publicly display your website. You know, you can't put your website, your www.my31.com. Here's C2000 Consultant Guidebook. I'm going to click on that. You can't put your my31.com / your consultant ID or your name. You can't actually post that publicly on Facebook because 31 doesn't allow you to sell or recruit on Facebook. And Facebook has a lot of guidelines as well. They want you to pay for advertising. They don't want you to advertise for free. So here is a great resource. So I've given you probably the older version. So now what I encourage you to do is click on Consultant Guidebook and I would download it and I would read through it. You don't have to know every single detail, but you should really look at the new return policies. Just look at policies and procedures and stuff like that. So I'm actually going to try to see if I can download it now, maybe email it to everybody. So that's something that you should do. You should always look at announcements. It's under Scoop and you'll see things like this. Like I didn't even know that it came out and I saw it under my announcements. So it's great. So that's it. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I hope this was helpful. These are the things that you can do on your own to get you started with 31. First thing you should obviously do is tour that catalog, look at all the products in there. Start with your list of 62. You should also book your launch party, whether you're going to do an online launch. I encourage you to do a home launch with your starter kit. Even if you have a mini kit and you want to get more products there, everybody shares around here. So, you know, if there's some products that you want to kind of share with your home party, with your launch party, if there's nothing wrong with just asking us if you can borrow. So right now you should have already books on the calendar. As 31, I never want anybody to join without having book parties on the calendar. So when you're thinking about joining 31, you should already be thinking about a couple people that you can share 31 with, or just say, hey, I'm thinking about becoming a 31 consultant. Would you consider having a party for me? Would you be one of my first hostesses? So getting those parties on the books quickly is going to help you succeed. It's going to get you those free Start Swell kits. And it's just going to set you up for the next 3 months. And it's going to set you up for the season. So this season runs from February 1st all the way to July 31st. So August 1st, we will have a new fall winter catalog. Catalogs are only 2 times a month. And that's about it. So I just wanted to give you a couple tips on the website and things that you can do in the meantime so you can learn, because I know you're all excited. But congratulations on becoming a consultant. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a great day.